Hello and welcome to episode 8 of series 2 of Become a Legend Story Mode. If you watched Monday's Master League Story Mode, and if you're not already watching Master League Story Mode, go and give it a go. It's the other series on this channel. I promise you'll get into it if you give it a chance. And if you watch Mondays, you'll know that we're now doing, or we're trying, it's a trial week. Make that very clear. It's going to be 4 episodes this week. So today you might be thinking, what? It's Wednesday. What's Become a Legend Story Mode doing on a Wednesday? Well, yeah, it's new, it's different, but it's here for this week, maybe only, but maybe in the future as well. We'll see how it goes. So there's going to be an episode of Become a Legend today, and then Gabi will be back on Sunday. Yep, Sunday, it's new as well. Let's see how it goes. So in the last episode, obviously, we made the huge decision to move to Everton. It was surprisingly well accepted, and we ended the episode with an incredible FA Cup semi-final win on penalties after Gabi grabbed a late equaliser in extra time to draw things level, and that was exciting. And we've got some big games today as well, in the Europa League and in the league. We've got AEK Athens, 2 legs. First leg is today, it's the away leg. We're into the playoffs, so we need to be winning this, and then we've got United at home. It's only going to be 2 games today, but then 2 games on Sunday as well, so still going to get all of your weekly Become a Legend goodness just spread out a little bit. Let's go and take a look at the sides for today's game. Ooh, I'm not sure about the orange for the Europa League. That's a bit garish. Bit garish for me. Gabi keeps his place. Ronald Koeman showing faith in the new signing. He's come in and he's done significantly better than Sandro Ramirez already. And as we know, only really Umar Niasse, who is our other striking competition, and I don't think he's going to get a chance as well. So if we can just keep his good performances up, then we should be fine. We're starting Klein at right back. I don't know who he is. And we're going with the pace of Balassi and Morales out on the right and left midfield. But we've been really enjoying balls over the top from players like Schneiderlin, and Rooney, I'm sure, will help with that as well. Shame not to see Klassen playing. We linked up really well with him. But there's plenty of options for getting those long balls through to Gabi, which he has thrived on. Quick look at AEK. Have they got anyone of interest? No one I noticed, but it's a good all-round team. I think they could be a challenge for us, especially away in what I'm sure is going to be a cauldron-like atmosphere in Greece. Let's get into it. So having progressed this far in the competition, Everton will be perhaps considering the possibility the Europa League. Winning the Europa League could be their ticket into the Champions League next season. It's doable. We're still in this, and we've got a good side. And with Gabi in now supplying the goals, there's no limit to what this team can achieve. Well, look, Balassi's quite tall. Never really noticed that. Schneiderlin quite short. Leighton Baines is very short. So there we are. That's the update on everyone's heights. Let's get into it. So as we noticed in the last game, the Everton defence is a lot stronger. Or it appears to be a lot stronger than the Benfica one. We had some ridiculous defending taking place in our time at Benfica, but even when we were under the cosh against some teams, we were able to pull out clearances, covering tackles, something that Benfica just simply weren't able to do. So that's a real positive so far from our time at Everton. I think we've got work to do in terms of how we link up play. That was maybe an issue. Some of you pointed that out, but I'm really happy with the decision so far. This game, though, so far has been a tricky one. I'm not sure about Wayne Rooney playing as the attacking midfielder. I guess that's a problem that Wayne Rooney brings in whatever position he's in. Oh, that's good running there. And now Gabi will get his head to this one. Difficult chance. Heads wide. First chance of the game for Gabi. And, it's direct stuff down the wing. But whoever this is, I think that's the right back who I didn't recognise. Good ball in. Gabi going to struggle from that distance. Oh, mistake from Keane there. Araujo. Oh, good footwork from the number 11. And he finds him again. He'll put the ball into the box. Mandalos is there. Great covering header there by the veteran Phil Jagielka. Everton's captain today. And he needs to be aware there. Gabi with a little back heel into Yannick Balassi. And now we look to streak forward. Balassi on it now. Gabi's made a run. Gabi there with a header. Oh, heads it into the floor. And we're off the mark. Great stuff. Lovely link up there with Yannick Balassi. He took his time to get the ball in, but when he did, Gabi rose like a salmon. Like the South American Tim Cahill. That's not really the best nickname, is it? But still, we're on the score sheet again, and that's really important. Just to repay Ronald Koeman's faith in him. Look at this. I mean, Gabi tried to go short and then decided against it. Made a run back in, called for it, got ahead of his man, head it down into the floor. It's what a lot of good coaches will tell young strikers. If it's a difficult chance, whether it's with your foot or with your head, just try and get it into the floor, because you're much more likely to score heading or hitting it down than you are trying to get it, try and get it high. You're more likely to get it over the bar. And Gabi, well, he is a natural centre forward, a natural goal scorer. And that's the sort of thing that those sort of goal scorers do without even thinking. And we've taken a really valuable 1-goal lead here in the first leg. Leighton Baines, he's such a good pass with the ball, and he finds Gabi with a nice one. Cut back inside now, and then the reverse ball back into Leighton Baines. Ball goes in, Morales is there, can't get to it, and it will be cleared here. And Athens will bring it forward. They're yet to really trouble Pickford. So Rauho puts it out to Trautaston, but that will be half-time here in Athens. And it's a great goal, another headed goal from Gabi goal to put us up here. I'm not sure about this sort of presentation of the Europa League. This looks a bit like PES 8 or something. It's a bit shoddy to me, but still, doesn't matter. We're ahead. Athens haven't really proved to be too much of a problem for us. I think another goal in this second half would make the second leg nothing more than a formality as we invite them back to England. So let's finish things off. Here comes Trautaston. Oh, Araujo, that's a good run. Cuts back inside onto his right foot. Good effort there. Pickford just sees it round his post. It's a good start to the half though from Athens. Here come AK again. Livaha now. Oh, lovely footwork to put it back on. And then he's turned him inside out there. Araujo with this. Oh, that's a great save by Pickford. Hopefully we can expect to see a lot more of that from Pickford, who is one of the most promising goalkeepers in the league, I would say. Definitely one of the most promising young England goalkeeping prospects. Everton keeping it well here. As time runs out here in Athens. No need to do anything fancy. Just keep possession. And there it is. Well, we'll take an important away goal back to Merseyside, and it's Gabi's big old head, big old bonce, beautifully crafted beard, and lovely hair, all combined to create the head that scored the goal that gives us the away goal. Yes, lovely stuff. No better way to start a knockout round game than getting an away goal and preventing the opposition scoring as well. They had chances, they did have chances, but nothing really to challenge Pickford. He didn't even need to click into 6th gear. He is quite a keeper. Gabi, yeah, he didn't have many chances either, but the one that he did have, he took, and we get man of the match. That's lovely stuff. So we are up to 55% manager trust level. We've got 3 goals in 5 games, 6.6 average rating. That's decent. Yeah, we're looking good, looking good. Still awaiting that dramatic improvement, and that'll give us a huge boost, obviously. But at 78 overall rating, it's really going to see us push into the realms of some of the best strikers in the world. We're due an improvement in low passing soon. Speed's going to go up as well. Our explosive power has also just increased. Stamina still at 72. That is a bit of an issue. So only 3 days later and it's Manchester United in the league. We are starting still. Yeah, we seem to be pretty solidly in there. Rui Vitória at Benfica. I mean, he had so many other options, and that's why this was a good move. We're coming in to be the number one, the man. And there's not really anywhere else to look, especially with Gabi continuing to score. Only a yellow arrow today, but we do have Klassen behind us, which I think is our preferred attacking midfielder. We've also got Barkley there. Klein out on right midfield this time. He looked really solid at right back. That means we've got Coleman and Baines as well, making those bombing runs down the side. And Morales. That's getting close towards what would be our preferred lineup. It's a shame not to see Sigurdsson in there, but other than that, pretty happy. Finners Mori back in for Keane. And United, how do they line up now? Well, they've bought Jordan Henderson. Can't really see that happening, but that's fine. Lukaku benched for Zlatan. Have they made any other weird signings? No, everything else looks pretty normal, but this is a very, very strong team. That front three has got pace, it's got trickery, and it's got goals in it. And at the back, yeah, I mean, they're all very, very solid defenders, and obviously a great, great keeper. So this is going to be a tricky one for Gabi. Let's see how we get on. So challenging on 3 fronts, as Everton are at the moment, you can understand why Ronald Koeman needed to bring in another striker. I think they've got enough depth across the park in the other positions where they're sort of okay, but with only Sandro as pretty much their only option up front, you can see why they might have been struggling, especially considering they're playing in the Europa League, the FA Cup still, and in the league, really trying to battle for those Europa League spots again. So, I mean, Gabi has come in and he has been an absolute godsend. I'm sure Ronald Koeman very happy with the acquisition. Didn't cost him too much either. So, yeah, very pleased. Inter Milan obviously allowing the full transfer to go through, cutting short the loan at Benfica to make a permanent move for Gabi, and it seems to be working out so far. A goal in the league against massive opposition like Manchester United would really signal his arrival into the league. So let's get that done, shall we? Leighton Baines now into the corner. He's got Valencia with him for company. Lovely ball into Gabi. Turns away from Henderson. Gets the right foot curling shot just wide. Nice quick feet there from Gabi. Phil Jones bearing down on him. He knew exactly what he wanted to do. He knew the move he was going to use. Quick touch out of his feet onto the right foot. It was Henderson actually closing him down, but it's well wide of De Gea's left-hand post. But good signs, good early signs from Gabi. 4 minutes in here. Zlatan backing down. He does well. Oh, but Klassen's won it back from Henderson. Now Gabi's made the run. Phil Jones with him. Steps inside of Jones. Oh, inside of Smalling now. Oh, Jones does enough. Oh, and we've taken out David De Gea. And that's going to be a yellow card when the play gets called back. But we were so close there. Now United with their first attack. Valencia into Mkhitaryan. They've got so much skill in this side. Valencia continues to bomb on. Puts the ball in for Ibrahimovic. That is an incredible clearance. Don't know who that was. It was Finis Moray or Jagielka. But it was athletic and it was well needed there. Gabi's made the run again. Through. He's got Smalling with him this time. Has to keep moving. Slips it into the path of Morales, who falls while shooting. Taking some of the sting out of that shot. But Gabi is looking electric today. Running at these Manchester United defenders. Now Gabi brings it forward. Ball out to Coleman. Wants it back round the corner and he gets it. Smalling closing him down. He'll turn, put a ball in. Smalling with an excellent slide tackle to prevent the cross. And there it is. Pulled back after a long, long time. Gabi, we've been caught out by that one before. Sliding in, trying to get the ball back off the keeper. Didn't work. Maybe got to knock that one on the head. That's risky. Oh, Mkhitaryan pounces on that one. That's poor from Klassen. Ibrahimovic shows great strength. Finds Martial with the left foot shot. Really well saved by Pickford. As we said, he's got world-class saves in him. Haven't had to see any yet, but that was a sign. He can definitely do them. He can pull one out when needed. Herrera takes a touch, pushes it, looking for Mkhitaryan. Lovely ball back to Ibrahimovic. Chips it into Mkhitaryan. What a save from Pickford. And somehow Zlatan unable to get the rebound. Pickford's keeping us in this one so far with two absolutely incredible saves. We're giving it away here. Mistakes are happening. Ball into Ibrahimovic. This surely is 1-0. Oh, didn't expect him to miss that. Yeah, well, that was a little shakier than we've seen so far. Morales, that's really poor from him. And then we were very, very lucky not to be a goal down here at home. Klassen into Gabi. Gabi just about gets there. Now he's on his bike. He's got Phil Jones for company. Lovely turn there. Slips it into the path of Klassen. Will the attacking midfielder be able to score here? Oof, not bad. Great ball from Gabi, though. And that'll be half-time here at Goodison Park. Well, Gabi had a couple of good opportunities. And they're right at the end there. Slipped Klassen through for what was probably the clearest cut chance for Everton in the game. But Gabi, again, is on great form today. He just needs to cap this off with a goal. We've shown great possession. Yet to really, really trouble De Gea, though. And that's a big ask in itself to get one past De Gea. So we probably need to start getting some shots on target. But I'm sure Koeman will be saying to Gabi, just keep doing what you're doing. You're making the right runs. You're coming short when needed. You're playing on the shoulder when required. Just keep doing it and something will come. We just need to wait for Klassen to get a really open sort of view of the field and then make a run call for it. I think he'll find us. I've got a feeling he will. So that was what we were after. And it's worked. Gabi takes it down. Oh, Smalling. Well, we said it. Wait for Klassen to get a bit of space, make the run, and he'll find us. And he almost did there. Just that Smalling was able to get there ahead of us. But yeah, that's a sign of what's to come if we play our cards right. Barkley. Oh, that's a great ball there. Gabi wants it first time. Pulls off and then he's back into the box. No, just sort of misread that one there. That's unfortunate. Bit of miscommunication. Ibrahimovic with a great header down. And Mkhitaryan finds it back to him. Done enough there to slow the play down. But Henderson with a great ball into Anthony Martial. First time hit. Well over the bar. I think the Frenchman could have taken a touch there. And perhaps needed to. But Man United almost hit us on the break there. Anthony Martial now. Manchester United starting to step up a gear. Ibrahimovic one-on-one. And there it is. 1-0. Oh, that was a bit easy. That was a bit easy. I mean, who was to blame here? Pickford, not the best goal kick ever, but Pogba wins that really easily. Who's that tracking Ibrahimovic? I think it's Ross Barkley. Not sure where Finis Moray is. He's well out of the picture. That's unfortunate. We've looked so strong as well. Klassen, lovely ball into Gabi. He's got just about enough strength to get away from Phil Jones, but only for a moment. Oof. Yes, ball through. Gabi out of his feet. The left foot. No. No. Well, we did enough to pressure the man, and Man United gave the ball up. Just kept the pressure on here. This was a good run. Just did enough. And the ball is slipped through to him from Seamus Coleman. Couldn't quite wrap his foot around it enough. And that's the best chance of the game there for Gabi. I feel like he should have at least hit the target. United now starting to play with a bit of a swagger, and that's a beautiful ball into Ibrahimovic, who takes it down. Martial with the effort now, and it's yeah, that's a great goal. They've started to turn on the style, and they're just a step up in class, and it's showing now. And that's a great finish from Martial. Lovely hold up from Ibrahimovic, who's been an absolute pain to play against today. Everything coming into him, he's taken it down, he's nodded it on, but that was perfect. Martial still had a lot to do there, and Pickford well beaten. Well, this game's out of our reach now, I'd say. And Gabi comes off here for Sandro. I mean, we had the chances. A lot of them we had to make ourselves. I don't think any of them were really clear-cut chances. But we were looking tired, and this game is over. Hopefully, Ronald Koeman will see it just as a blip. I can't imagine he would anymore. Doubt we're going to get anything out of this one. Part of me doesn't want Sandro to do well. It's a nice reverse ball to him there. But anyway, we'll join the action in a minute if anything happens. There's still a good 20 minutes left in this game. And it's full time here at Goodison Park. That's a disappointing loss, I would say, for Everton, especially in front of the home fans. We put up a really good fight in the first half, but just crumbled a bit. I think the class just showed through eventually. Gabi did okay. I mean, he got pulled off. I think it was mainly a fatigue thing. Only one shot on target in the game, and I don't think that was from Gabi, so that's maybe slightly damning. But we did get the best performance player rating from anyone in the side, so that's a little tiny silver lining to that fairly dark cloud of a 2-0 home loss with only one shot on target. Okay. Let's take a look at the match records. We haven't done that in a while. So play area, well, we barely entered our own half, so we were definitely trying to play on the shoulder of the centre forward, right down the middle. Maybe didn't get into the box enough. That could be maybe one criticism. The passing was pretty good. Still didn't get a shot on target. There were only 2 shots in the game. But yeah, well, we put in a fairly good shift, so I'm not too upset with that. So this is not going to be good reading. Yeah, well, we drop now 1 point behind Stoke, who are into the 7th spot. We're battling with West Brom and Stoke at the moment. That's a fairly unlikely thing to happen. Southampton, Leicester, they're well out of the Europa League fight. Tottenham are still in it. Tottenham could easily drop off, but then there's a big gap all the way up to Manchester City. And it's United, well, they are top of the league, and they're in imperious form this season. Hadn't even really spotted that before going into the game. They've only lost 1 game. They've only conceded 13 goals, and it really showed there. We weren't even able to test the keeper. That's how strong Smalling and Jones were at the back. And it's Arsenal and Chelsea. I mean, they're well off the pace. United have got this wrapped up in January. And then, yeah, well, only City and Liverpool really are going to be battling it out for that 4th Champions League spot. It's an interesting league this season. I mean, interesting, probably not that exciting to watch. But not too bad for us. I think we can still get Europa League spots, and that would be a big achievement. So we are starting again, and there we go. That's the end of this episode. Yep, a little shorter one. But as I said, you can join Gabi again on Sunday. But I would suggest also that you join me on Friday now for the next in the Master League Story Mode series. It's worth a watch. And you're getting content now, if this goes to plan, if this new schedule works for me. Getting content every other day, which is pretty cool. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit.